Hey friends, welcome to Defined. Today's our Valentine special, Galentines, palentines, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to have a bit of fun with you guys. Grab a tea,
Grab a gin.
and let us begin.
So happy Galentines, everyone. Happy Valentines. We're going to have some fun today. We have looked at 50 of the most asked questions to single people. Me and Francis are singleness veterans. We're experts, okay? So you don't need it to go anywhere else. We are the Bible for singles. I'm joking. We're not. So we're going to answer the question based on our experience completely, our lives and our own, perceptions. So I hope you're ready to have some fun, and we're going to answer some fun questions. How deep is your love? So we're kicking off with our first question, and Francis is going to answer it. How and why are you still single, Francis?
Good question. So, where do I start? No, just kidding. I think if I'm to answer this question, it's extremely different to what Chi-Chi's answer for me would be. But I would say, get a pen and paper because this list is going to be long. Just kidding. I think for me, I have been very bad at putting myself out there. I haven't really done anything to try and be proactive in dating. Saying that, lockdown changed things. I did try a little bit, but I think that's it. I've just kind of lived a life where I've just worked, kept in touch with friends, and not really done anything else. Okay, so my question for Cheech is: do you ever think about putting yourself out there more?
I'm pretty out there, mate. Do you know what I mean? Man's out shit. I don't know. I think that the way that we say out there now means I will tell everybody on Facebook, on Instagram. No, I think there's obviously a reason if you live in a small way. Like I go to work, come home, go to the gym, and seeing the same people. I think essentially I could be more, social. But I think I'm pretty out. If you meet me, I'm not a shy person. So you get to know me to an extent. So I think I'm, in terms of being social and meeting people, I can do that. I think if it was to say, are you, talking to people, making people know that you're single and you're looking, no, I don't think that's not me. No.
So another question is, are you on any apps? Dating apps?
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Snapchat. I'm on YouTube. No. Oh, they annoy me, man. I can't even lie. Like, I like to talk, but I don't like to force talk. Does that make sense? Like small talk and asking me questions that you don't really care about, I'm not about it. But I've had them, so I know that this day and age we have to have them to meet new people if we are in a pandemic. But I don't like it because I just feel like it's either forced. People go to extremes. There's these boys that are just chatting rubbish, or like you don't really care, or it's just small talk, and then this is why I'm single. I don't like them, but I've had them all. Don't worry about that. What about you?
Currently, I am not out of choice, but possibly out of force. And if I'm honest, I don't use it. I don't like them. I find them really weird and awkward. So I would say I am on one, but not my thing.
Right, so I am looking forward to this question. You're going to find out why. Francis, do you think your standards are too high?
Well, no, I don't. I think that Chi-Chi might think that I have too high a standard, and everybody else may think so. Personally, I think my standards are great. No, I don't. I actually don't. I think I've got high standards, and I don't see that as anything wrong. I think for what I want in the future, my standards are high because I don't want just a waste man. I'm not looking for some guy who's not into anything deep. I'm wanting like a proper relationship. And so I obviously want somebody who has drive. I want somebody who has a job. I want somebody who wants family. I want somebody who wants like a proper relationship, to something to build into in the future. I want someone who's loyal, who's so trustworthy and just easygoing. Like, I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for a good guy. And I just haven't met one. So I think that, yeah, my standards are good.
Right, can I just say something?
Just let me know in advance.
So, alright, yeah, no, standards. Again, job, have that. Don't be a waste man. That's okay. Like, don't be a murderer. Fantastic.
Yeah, really good.
Do you know, these aren't high standards. These are just life. I don't want to go to prison. Do you know what I mean? However, let's just break down this for Francis. If you are under the height of 5'10" .1. I'm sorry, you don't have time here.
Interjection.
If your facial hair,
I am a tall woman, so I'm not looking for a short man. No offense to the short man out there.
If your facial hair is longer than 3.2 millimeters, goodbye. If your shoulder is not measuring 42 inches, but adios. If your hair,
I have broad shoulders, you see.
if your hair is doing hickey haga, you can go. Francis, let's talk about that. Let's break that down.
Hold that.
Let's break that down.
Like, that's not a standard that I'm looking for. That's just something that I'm attracted to.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So I think that's a whole different question, really, that we need to ask. But yeah, I do have to admit I am quite fussy in what I'm attracted to, but I can't help that. It's not something that I think, oh yes, I'm really just against people with slopey shoulders, or if you're like
heightist.
Okay,
Heightist.
I'll give you that one.
Heightist.
Height does.
Yeah, I get it. You're tall. You want a tall person.
Like, how would you feel about like dating someone who's like shorter than you?
Depends how short.
Like,
there's levels.
Littler than you.
If you're the same height as me, that's alright.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
exactly. Like, the same height is fine.
Whoa, we're going to light in the house of God.
Shorter, I struggle with. Like,
don't lie.
but obviously looking for somebody taller, you know. Okay, so my question is, quick one. How old do you teach?
27.
27. Not a bad age. Pretty young in my eyes. Anyway, however, what the question is, how does the fact that all your friends are getting married make you feel?
Do you know what I mean? I'm a positive person. I would never wish hatred on anyone. You know, live your life. Do you? I think growing up in a faith, like a Christian faith, people get married earlier for, you know, XYZ reasons. A lot of my friends are not like, some of them are married, some of them are engaged, some of them have been in long-term relationships. I would never sit there and be like, oh, curse you for being happy. But it does get to a point, I've got to be real, when you're on Instagram and, okay, sorry, can we just call this out? Do you not think that in 2020, New Year's Eve and Christmas, every man and their dog were getting married? It was intense, so we've got to hold that down. It was intense. It depends on the day, do you know what I mean? If you're just like, oh, that's really, you know, I love you guys, I'm happy for you. Of course I'm happy for you. When it becomes, okay, wow, well done you, fantastic, everybody's progressing, well, and then you're like this.
Together, sipping tea on the
28 years. 28 long years. No, it's no, I'm joking. It's I'm happy for people. No, don't get me wrong. It does get tiring, and I think everyone would get tired. If you want something and you don't have it for yourself, you do get a bit like, what's wrong with me? But at the same time, you can't compare. Like, I can't live my life.
That's it. Gone.
I can't live my life thinking, oh, I'm behind. I'm not behind. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be now.
That is it.
But the emotional side of me that I pretend that I don't have, at times would be like, oh, I'm really happy then, but is it my turn? It's real.
It's real.
Right, we're gonna answer this one together. So what do your parents think? You can start.
I will. I think my parents think, please just get married. My dad seems cool about it. He's just like, whatever, would love it for you to love you to get married. My mum, different story. Different story. Tell her I want a dog, she says, get married, get a dog. I tell I want a garden, get married, get a garden. Everything is about getting married. And I think she thinks that I don't try. And clearly, from answering some of these questions, I've realised I really don't try enough.
Sorry, Mum.
Yeah, sorry, Mum. But, yeah, I think her heart is just that she wants me to be happy. She wants me to have a family. She would love to be a grandma. But yeah, I notice it with my mum more than my dad. A lot more. How about you, Cheech?
Yeah, I don't really... It's not pressure. Like, there's no, like... Your ovaries are burning. Do you know what I mean? Hurry up. That's not happening. I think everybody would be like, oh, good. As long as he is not useless, you know. As long as he is a man of integrity and strength and, you know, can handle me, that's fine. I think with African households, it goes from like you're a kid and you're not encouraged to talk to boys. Then you get to like 25. Where's your husband? Sorry, where? I went from don't talk to boys to where's your husband? Husband with the O, guys. Yeah. Husband. I don't know where he is because you never let me talk to boys. But now I'm here saying, where's my husband? No, my mum doesn't say that. My mum's cool actually. Yeah, there's no pressure. I think, I think it'll get to an age where everyone will be like, hello, hi.
When you get to 30, 36.
Hello, hi. Are you sleeping? But I do have, I've had a funny story of like a cousin trying to set me up with this uncle.
Yes. This was a good one.
An uncle from the village that is now in London.
Calling her every day.
Oh
every
my
day.
days! You know, sorry guys. Everyone has their own. You know, it's okay, but you can't come talk to me with crocodile pointy shoes, my guy. Okay, and you can't look like my dad.
Oh. So it's okay for her to have these things that she doesn't like, but when
you can't look the
like
same age as my dad. I'm sorry, uncle. You can't. But yeah, no. Okay. There's pressure, but there's no pressure. They would like it, do you know what I mean? They would. Yeah. We would like it. We would all like it.
I'd love her to be married, seriously.
We would all, do you know what I mean? We'd have a great time. But yeah. So, Frankie Frank, how long has it been since your last relationship? That's the question. How long has it been?
Long. Very long. Gosh, I have to actually
deep it.
Count the years. 13 years. Long time. Almost a third of my life. Whoa! And of that, wow, flip. Okay, so I know this is just going slightly off the tangent, but of my lifetime, that means that I've been single for 33 years. Hey, mad. Yeah, broke up in like 2008. So a long time ago. Yeah.
It's a long time. It's a long time, do you know what I mean? It's just long. It's long. Yeah. That's it.
So my next question for Cheech Whizzle is, being single, do you get really sad?
It's just sad. I'm so sad all the time. I wake up, I cry, I'm single. I go to bed, I cry, I'm single. I'm in the shower, I cry. No. Like, do you know what I mean? Let's be real. Who does that? I'm not walking around crying. I live my life because, do you know what I mean? I've got to live my life. And you can't just say, you didn't come into this earth without somebody. So I can live and live well on my own. There are times you do get a bit like, oh, it's been a long time. It's been, whatever, how many years?
How many years?
20 something years, 26 years, single, like no relationship in my life. I don't know what that is like to have. However, I can't sit there and say, and just be crying. I can't. I think I have friends. I'm very social because of that. I'm very like out there because of who I am, and that. I can't live in a depressive state. But there are times, I have to be real. Can't be honest. We're here to be real. You do get sad. You do get a bit like, this is long now. I've had enough of it. I would like a partner. I would like someone to just conquer this world with and build the future that I would like to see for myself and other people and my own family. Yes, but can't stay in that place. You feel the sadness, you move on. You get down, you move on, but you can't remain there. No, and if someone asks that question to a single person, like generally ask, don't do that. Don't. That's just rude.
Because if you ask me, I cry every day.
Frances would cry because she said sad. That would be the reaction.
The emotion.
Not because she's actually sad.
Not because I'm sad, but just because like you asked the
Because you
question.
said sad.
Said the word. I felt the emotion.
Exactly. Like, no, you get sad, innit, France? Like,
Yeah.
there's points we've had,
Ah.
but we cry and pray. We don't just cry.
That's it. And then we laugh.
And then we laugh, you know?
So yeah, it's good.
Cheers. Don't be sad. Okay?
Don't be sad ever.
Never cry. Never cry.
Never cries. I cry for her.
Yes, you do.
So, what do you do on Valentine's Day?
Valentines is coming.
Hey.
Where's your boyfriend? You are sitting at home.
With
Love
Chi-Chi.
with Chi-Chi. Oh.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I do what I do on a normal day. Like last Valentine's, no, was it last one? Maybe,
I went to the gym.
yeah. I was just like,
Saturday?
I think I bought chocolates for my Francis and our other housemate, but I was just like, what else am I gonna do? It's a normal day, do you know what I mean? It's a normal day.
No, I think I babysit for my friends who were married,
You know?
so they could have nights off.
That's it.
Yeah,
That is it.
productive, you know.
And again, if you're single, if you're a person in a relationship and you ask a single person that question, you just think about your motives, okay? I would not be, what do you want me to say? Don't ask me that question. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, getting into one of our last ones. Are you lonely?
No. I think maybe because I've been single for so long, I'm so used to it, and I really love my own company, which is a good thing. But also at the same point, I think I'm a bit too comfortable being single, and also having friends, having people in my life. I don't need to be lonely. I've got God. I've got everybody that I need. Obviously, it would be lovely to have somebody to share times with, but I wouldn't say I'm lonely, not at all. How about you?
I'm not lonely. I think times you can feel like no one understands you. That's a very different thing. I think growing up, there's times I'm like, I just wish I had someone that would understand what I'm going through. But then I realised that no one's going to ever really fully understand what you're going through. Number one, because they're not you. Number two, they're not God. So, no, I'm not lonely. I think it would be nice to have a teammate that you're like, inside joke, we know what the vibe is, we're connected on that level, but you're never really alone, guys.
No. And on that, I think even in a relationship, you can feel lonely at times.
Yeah.
Like you can feel that someone doesn't get you 100% of the time, and you can feel lonely in a relationship. So I think in a relationship, out of a relationship, there's always a time to feel a bit lonely. But yeah, I don't think being single makes me feel lonely.
No.
Not at all.
No. Which is a blessing, I suppose. I think people can be lonely. I'm not trying to say that you don't, but I'm not, which is a great feeling.
We have thought of a few questions that are good to ask single people. So I want to ask Cheech, what do you enjoy about being single?
Just living my life. Hey, instead of chasing a paper. Literally, like, I enjoy. It's kind of, I bet this is a bit tricky, like, because I have nothing to compare it to. So this is very easy to me. It's the answer. It's like almost saying, what do you enjoy about being me? Essentially. I like the fact that I can do what I want, kind of when I want to do it, and not have to worry about anyone else's growth and life and struggles, because I'm doing me and working on me, which is kind of a privilege, I suppose, at times. I like the fact that I can hang out with my friends, call my friends, do what I want to do, go where I want to go. I remember when I went to Barcelona on my own, like 2 years ago. That was pretty wild. I was just thought, if you're ever going to do it, you're going to do it now. Don't know if I'll do it again, but like I can't. Like I got to a place where I realised, actually no, because I'd have to wait for someone to go with me. If I want to go. Like that is kind of a freedom in itself. And I like the fact that I can eat what I want, do what I want, go where I want, be who I want, and learn to love who I am. Okay, the second question that we thought was a good one that you should ask is, what do you look forward to bringing into a relationship?
Me. That's what I look forward to bringing into a relationship. I think, I guess it is. It's like I look forward to bringing like vision for what I want a relationship to be and seeing how that can merge with someone else. I look forward to just bringing Bit of joy. I'm not a drama person, not at all.
No time for higgy
I haven't got any time for that. But I think I like to look for the fun in things, and I think we've got that choice to make life fun. So I really look forward to bringing that into a relationship, and I guess who I am. So like loyalty and generosity and patience. Like I look forward to that. Like I enjoy sharing that in friendships. So I look forward to like building something with that, I guess. Yeah.
Cool.
And what has being single taught you about relationships, Cheech?
Great question. Single people, we're in a kind of an advantage point. Kind of sometimes you can see what people can't see themselves when they're in the middle or something. And I think I've learned from a lot of things that I've seen, be it in real life, be it on TV, be it on experience, like in your families and your friendships. Like I think I've learned what I know what I want, and I know what I don't want.
Yes.
Okay, I know what I will accept, and I know what I won't accept. I know that I know who I am enough to know that just because you're a man with muscles and money, that I should now change. No. Okay, no. Like I know what I want. I know where signs of danger. I know the signs of this person's not that into you. I know the signs of you are not matched on your purpose and vision in life. I know the signs of greed and selfishness and I, me. And that's not relationship. Like if it's to work, you have to be a team. And I think that's what is a benefit about being single, is seeing where the pitfalls are maybe and what you want in the relationship. What I want and Francis want might be completely different, like from a relationship. But if you're single, it's kind of nice to kind of just observe and be like, not in a gossipy way or a judgmental way, but in a way that's like
learning from that.
That's not me, and I'd rather be me and single than put up with that. You know what I mean?
100%. And I think I'm the same. Like watching a lot of relationships, I find it really interesting to watch. I'm not such a people watcher, which can be a bit strange, isn't it? But I love to learn from watching people. I think people can say a lot, but it's how people live their lives that you really see what they're like. And I've just learned, like she's saying, there's things that I want to bring into a relationship. Communication, I think, is key. I want someone that communicates well, not someone to pull me down. You know, obviously you want to sharpen each other and you want to become stronger together. And in that, there are things like, I don't want to say criticism, but you can pick out points that somebody may need to change or need to improve on, and vice versa. Like I want somebody that will tell me, hey Francis, you're just being a complete wally in this situation, like try and look at it from this point of view. I've seen so many relationships where people just cut each other down, and I think I don't want that. Like I'm not going to stand for that, and so I don't want to bring something like that into a relationship. But I'm grateful that I've seen it to know that I don't want that.
Yeah. And kind of not having to test it yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the extended periods of singleness, which we have it, it's meant that you can see, and also like seeing it through stages of life, which is kind of a weird place to be. Like being a teenager and watching teenage relationships, being a student or at uni and then watching those relationships, being an adult. I don't know if I know that. being an adult and looking and being like, no, thank you. Yes, I like that. That's cool. It's a privilege,
Definitely.
So, as we said, me and France are veterans in this single game. And again, it's something we just think needs to be embraced. Galentines, palentines, Valentines. Because it's loving yourself. Loving yourself is the most important thing. Someone can come, someone can go. People will fail you, people will hurt you, people will reject you, people will abandon you. Like, friends do that, let alone a partner. And I think we've got to be real, that's scarring for a lot of people, and a lot of healing needs to happen when that happens to you. But I think from what we've learned through our time is that one, first and foremost, is to learn to love yourself. Like, if you don't love you, no one can love you. Does that make sense? Like I can say, oh Francis, you look so great today, like I just love your XYZ, but if she doesn't believe that herself, it will just be like
in one ear out the other.
Yeah, it will just rub off. Like, and then if you love yourself, you know how you should be treated, and you won't accept Westy from Westland, you know? You're not going to expect General Westy.
I agree. No, not at all. Not at all. And that's why I think when we were talking about earlier about standards, I'm just in a place where I love myself. And so I have standards of what I expect because that's what I'm willing to give. And my standards of what I will give are high. So I'm not just going to go for some guy that's not there half the time or is emotionally unavailable, because I've got so much to give, and why would I waste that on somebody that's not even going to take any notice of it when there are people out there. It may be a very small minority, but I do believe there are men out there. If there's women like us out here, there's got to be the men that kind of
shout at the man there,
you know?
Shout at the man there.
Haven't met you yet, but like just holler.
Exactly. And it's time to do you, as we said. Learning from other people's relationship is a skill. Is a gift, and it's almost like a toolkit. You can start, really thinking about what is it that I want in my marriage, in my relationship, but also time to do what you need to do to be a whole person. The idea of soulmate, I am half without you, I am not complete without, it's a lie. Sorry guys, it is that doesn't exist. We love the idea of Disney romance. You complete me. You don't complete me because I was complete already. Might have been damaged, might have been hurt. You might be able to love me in a way that I've never seen before, known before, but you do not complete me. So this is the time to really know yourself, because only in a relationship will it accentuate. If you're insecure, when that man is on his out with his friends, you're the one who's calling him, not he calling you, because he knows him. You don't know you. Like it's really important to know who you are, what you can ramp with, learn your love languages. We love learn all those things about yourself before you run into.
Yeah, and I think talking about the insecurity and things, if you're insecure, no one is gonna be able to be a solid security blanket for you. No one's gonna be able to really fill all those insecurities. You need to find them in yourself. You need to find them in God. You need to find them just comfortably, because like Cheech was saying, people come and go, and if you find your security in that person, they might just up and leave. We live in a world that is so short when it comes to giving time to things, giving time to people, and so it's like, oh wow, I met you, you're great, that 10 minutes later I've looked for something else and I've seen more in them, but that leaves you in a place of rejection. But that doesn't mean you're not less than, and it's finding that place of actually no, I'm secure, and instead of us being halves, like you're two wholes that come together.
And I think from our point of view, we are not hitting the old, I'm not old, but we're later in life. I always think about I'm 28 years old and I've been in a relationship, which is a while. For a lot of people, they have relationships when they're 12, 13, and they probably know a lot more about things like that than I do, which is fine. But at the same time, I think that because of the time alone on my own, I really know now that whatever I'm going into is not a joke thing. It's not F-boy season. It's not situationship. It's not uselessness. It's you have to know who you are and what your purpose is in your life. And then when you meet this person, do we align in that way? Do you have the same vision for what we want to build for our own families, for our own futures, but for also the world and the king, God's plan in our lives? If that doesn't align, there's no point. Honestly, there's no point going through something just to say I had it. I'd rather not. I'd rather keep my peace and 100%. Know me than just accept settle and accept the situationship. So with that high standard thing, I have a high standards when it comes to what we want to build. I'm not expecting you must be earning 110. What do I mean? For me, it's those superficial things don't matter. You can earn what you need to earn. You can do all this. You can be changing career. That's fine, as long as you know your purpose, your calling, who you are. That's different. It's a completely different. So I think that's something important. Work out what your purpose, what you want to do with your life, and what you feel like God might be calling you to do, or to help, or to create, or to dream. All of these things really matter, because tutus now, you're married or you're in a relationship and you're looking at this person,
thinking,
Oh.
why?
Look at your muscle. Oh, that's nice. Look at your moustache. It's shining. Look at your hair. You got waves. Yet you have no brain or purpose. No, thank you. No.
Yeah,
Know it. Know you. Yeah.
definitely. I think that's it.
That's it. Happy Galentines, peeps. Thank you for joining us and our little chit chat on the sofa. We are enjoying this, and I hope that you're enjoying it too. So please follow us on Instagram, like, share, and subscribe. Oh, I actually hate myself for that. Like, share, and subscribe. Sorry. And come back. That's most important. Come back and share it with your gals and your pals.
And let us know what you're thinking. Let us know if there's things that you like us to talk about with you guys. We like being open and honest.
Yeah,
and
like send us questions or topics that you want us to talk about. Again, we are not experts, but we do what we do. So we'll see you soon. Thanks, friends. Bye.